Right. See. There we are. I think. Evening. Is there anybody there? I'm not sure there is. I might be talking to myself. Is anybody there? Let me know. I just need to put the link up quite late tonight, so it's possibly that no one's tuned in. So we'll give it a minute or two just to see if there's anybody here. If there is, give us a thumbs up under the video or type something in the comments, and we'll go from there. Let's see. It says there's a couple of people logging on, so that's promising. So hopefully that means there's somebody there. Don't know. Anyway, we'll assume there is, shall we? Thanks to those who have sent response into my little questionnaire about auctions going forward and fees and one thing and another. There's still some coming in, and I haven't had time to go through all of them, but I will do for sort of Friday night. I've been busy today filling in all the stuff with Easy Live to get that set up. There's lots of forms and things to fill in and whatnot to actually get it up and running. And once all that's done, evening Peter, and I've got to do a bit of training with them as well to learn how to work it all, etc. So that's all sort of in the process of being done, so that's good. I think I mentioned on Sunday there's some machines to list, which I'll try and get photographed tomorrow. There is a where's my little list? There's a Sega, a Money Matador Bandit. I think it looks like it's probably got all the Money Matador feature in it as well. So it is supposed to work. I haven't had time to try any of these yet. There's a double jackpot Sega. There's a Sega Continental, quite a nice shiny one. There's a Brenco ring vendor. Again, that's supposed to work, but I haven't plugged it in. It needs a plug putting on it, so I'll do that tomorrow. See if it works. Hopefully it does. And a Bally something or other, Bandit of some sort or other. Again, it hasn't got a plug on it, so I'll stick a plug on it and see if it's working okay. So I'll get those photographed tomorrow and up, and I might not get videoed for a day or two, and then I'll set them to end, because they would normally end Easter weekend, but hopefully we'll all be at Paul's on the Easter Sunday, and B, I know some people are going away, so I'll perhaps do them to end the Sunday after, the 24th, I think that'll be. And I've also got those paper mache heads to do, and a few other bits and bobs as well. So hopefully be back on the case of photograph and listing stuff tomorrow. So keep an eye out for those. With regard to the little questionnaire things, it's interesting what I've seen so far. People are mostly seem to be all saying the same sort of things, which is interesting. So most people seem to think Sundays is good for auctions, Sunday afternoons. There's a few people who suggested evenings might be good, but most people say there's no reason why not to do 1 o'clock on a Sunday, as we always have done. So I think I could do evenings. My only thing is, I think, well, some people have a Sunday evening if they've got work in the morning or kids to get to school or whatever. I know some of you tune into the Sunday evening live streams, but then again, a lot of people watch that on a Monday or Tuesday. So I think we probably will stick with the Sunday afternoon. That seems to work for everybody. With regard to fees, I think most people are saying sort of 12-15% thereabouts would be about right. Interestingly, also most people, if not everybody, is saying buyers and sellers should be more or less the same. As I was saying the other night, the kind of the norm these days with auctions is the split. I think on pretty much all auctions that I've looked at is anywhere between sort of about a quarter and a third paid by the seller, and sort of 2/3 to 3/4 paid by the buyer. Buyer's premium is usually a lot higher than seller's commission is, which I've never really thought is right. I've always kind of had the view that as an auctioneer, you're sat in the middle of the transaction, you're acting for both sides. You know, you're trying to sell the stuff that comes in, obviously on behalf of the seller, but you're also trying to find stuff for the buyers to buy. So you are an agent sat in the middle, working for both sides. So it kind of seems logical that both sides ought to pay nearer the same. So I'll look at that. I'll try and do the sums on that and see if we can make that work that way around. Videos, most people have said that yes, if they've got a nice machine to sell or whatever, they'd be happy to pay a little bit for a video. Interesting there. Some people are saying like a £5 or a £10. Apart from notably a couple of people who have been a bit more realistic, both of whom work in the telly industry, interestingly enough. I think they appreciate how much time and effort it takes to make videos. So one is a TV producer and the other one's a camera operator, interestingly enough. So we'll see on that one. What was the other question I asked? Oh yeah, I think about mixed auctions. I think everybody's universally saying the same thing of yes, have the stuff mixed up in the auctions, as in have an auction of machines and fairground stuff and circus stuff and advertising art or whatever, but try and block the stuff together. That does seem to make sense. And there's no reason why there couldn't be a slight gap in between each as well, depending on how many lots there are. You know, we could say, right, okay, I don't know, let's say slot machines start at 1 o'clock and run on for however long they take, and then the fairground starts at 2 o'clock, and then the circus starts at 3 o'clock or whatever. So there may well be a gap of 10-15 minutes after each section, which might be good for me to have a quick cup of tea or whatever. So yeah, it doesn't need to necessarily run continuously all the way through, I suppose. That's something we can think of, but that seems to be the consensus on that one. What was the other question I asked now? I can't remember. The commissions, buyers and sellers commissions, timing, mixing them up, videos. There was something else, wasn't there? Can't remember what the other question was now. Oh yeah, it was read the website and what to do with how to fund the Colcon website, how to keep it going, etc. And the idea of using it for fixed price sales. Had a bit more thought on that and a few more ideas, and kind of putting ideas together from different people. So the thing that seemed to be concerning some people on the fixed price sales was they might miss bits. So I've been thinking about that on a bit more and talking to a couple of people. I think what we might do is do it to so that new stuff went live at, if you like, at a specific time each day or each week or whatever. So it might be perhaps in the evenings. That's when most people tend to be free. I appreciate some people work evenings, but you can't obviously, you know, please everybody. So for example, we might say, right, new stuff goes online each night or 2 or 3 nights a week or whatever at say 7 o'clock, for instance. And then you know your best chance of getting something, if you like, is to tune in at 7 o'clock, check the website for new spares, bags of coins, bits and bobs, whatever, and click your buy now buttons. So what I would intend to do, I think I've got to obviously do a bit of rehashing of the website and a bit of recoding of the back end to make it work. But it would be much the same at the moment. Send stuff in to me, I photograph it, put it on the website, but it wouldn't go live immediately. So it'd sit in your account somewhere. You would then decide what price you want for your thing. So you yourself add in the price once the thing's on there, and then you click the button to make it live. Then that would then go live that evening or whatever at 7 o'clock, for example. So I think that's how we'll make that work. I think that would work well for everybody. Everybody knows then. And the absolute worst, if you happen to be working, well, have 5 minutes off at 7 o'clock, have a tea break or a fag break or something, and check the website if you're really that keen. So I think we could get around that way. Peter says, interesting idea of a gap, but my vote is to keep going, to keep the buzz alive. Yeah, I suppose so. I think what people think that, well, a lot of people are only interested in one particular thing. Just because I'm interested in everything. I know some of you are, but if you're only interested in slots, you don't want to sit through enamel signs waiting for the slot machines to come up. So you could just tune in if you know the slot machines were going to start at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, whatever, and run on for 30 lots of machines, whatever there was going to be. You could tune in for that little section of the auction, and then once that's done, you can get back to doing whatever you do on a Sunday afternoon, cutting the grass or washing the car, or whatever it is you get up to. So that was that seems to be people's thinking of kind of blocking this stuff together, and that does make sense, really. Most, you know, when I've been looking at other auctions, a lot of them do tend to do that. They put all the silver together, all the paintings together, all the carpets together, and so on. So it does seem to be becoming more and more the norm as virtually all auctions go online. Rather than how I used to do it, why our lot numbers never went on to the last minute is because I used to be constantly rearranging the auction room to try and physically fit everything in and make it look nice. Big patchwork on the walls, trying to fit all the signs, all the artwork, and all the posters in the walls. You know, the wall machines, slot machines, I try and group together. So I try and put the Brian's stuff together and the plastic backed organs together, and then the earlier stuff together. The bandits I try and do on the bandit table, as we used to call it, roughly in order of value from most expensive to least expensive, as I thought the sale prices would flow. So we constantly rearranged everything until the last minute, and then put the lot numbers in so they ran in order around the room. Obviously with online there's no use to do that. So it says yes, get the group in, but maybe no gap or 5 minutes. Yeah. I think that'd be a case if I could work it out a bit better once we know how many lots we're in. So that's that one. A couple of people have suggested, I don't know if it was following on from Sunday night or just they thought of it independently, of a discount for Colcom members and how we might make that work. So yes, that is something we'll definitely do. Not quite sure how exactly I'll make that work yet. Part of it is, it depends when I've finally got the Easy Live system set up. You can alter it on a per customer basis, the charges. It's something that is in their system, so it can give discounts to Colcom members on the fees and things. So we can definitely make that work. And with regard to a first auction, somebody suggested, I can't remember who it was, Greg, I think it was, Sunday night on maybe a commission free or something for the first one. Yeah, I'll do something. That'll probably have to restrict, because as much as anything else, physical space, if suddenly 300 machines turn up here, I haven't got anywhere to put them. So that might have to be restricted to a couple of lots per person or something. I know there are people saving stuff for auctions, so hopefully there'll be a decent turnout of stuff on that one. What else did I need to tell you? Excuse me, I'm still getting over this cold. It's going, but I've still got a bit of a nasty throat. Yeah, so machines listed tomorrow. The Easter thing, DVD launch thing, etc. Unsurprisingly now, after being ill and one thing now, the DVD's not going to be finished. I'm hoping it might be nearly edited. I've still got to do a day's filming yet, but I didn't want to give Paul and his family this horrible cold that I've had, obviously. So I'll need to give it another couple of days, I think, before I go down there and do any more filming. But I'll get it as close as I can. But I think we should probably, I'll talk to Paul about it, but I think we'll probably still do the event. And then I'll just have to post the DVDs out when they're ready to go. So that's where we're up on that one. But I know some people have sort of booked in, you know, the intention of the Easter weekend going down there. So I don't think we really want to put the event off itself. I know people are looking forward to it. Also, I've got to reply. I've had a message from Robert, which I must reply to about doing the event up at his arcade. So I'll try and get that sorted out for sometime in the summer. And also the one down at Dingles in October, end of October, I think we're looking to do that one. So yeah, lots going on. Anything from anyone? My voice is going again, apologies. I'll try and have a few swigs of tea and keep it going for a few more minutes. As I said, there is some stuff to go on the site for sales. It is going to be a bit slow, I suspect, for a couple of weeks, which I thought would happen because people are saving stuff and want to put it in auction instead. Fair enough. And as I say, to do the fixed price sale things, I need to do spend a couple of days doing some more programming to get that to work. So I'll get onto that in due course. Yeah, other than that, plodding along really. Collections, deliveries, Alan is coming on Friday. Excuse me. So if you've got anything to go out with Alan, get hold of him. He's coming Friday morning, I think. I must put his other new set of dates up. He has sent them. I meant to do it and I haven't. Dates. Alan. So I've got his dates for the next few months. Note to myself, I'll do them in a minute. Update that. Yeah, what else? Anything else? I think that's about it for the minute. Any questions, comments from anybody? Let me know. Otherwise, we'll catch up again Friday. I'm hoping by Friday they'll have got the a bit more of the back end of the Easy Life thing up. I haven't got anything to log into yet. They're still setting it up, and then I'll have a bit more of a grip on it. And hopefully, we might even have a, you know, properly worked out the facts and figures on the fees yet. But say, interestingly, most people are thinking about the same sort of levels, which is good. Hopefully, I can make it work at that. This is it's going to be the thing, with a bit of tweaking here and there. Because, you know, I would like to do it so I can give a decent discount to the regulars, as it were, who have kept us going through the past 2 or 3 years of ups and downs and trials and tribulations. I think that's only right and proper and fair. But also, obviously, we've got to be able to pay the bills somehow and still run as a business. So there's a bit of a balancing act to do there. But we'll do the best we can. Yeah. So I think that's probably about it for me. It's just a short, sharp one. If all my voice goes totally. And so keep an eye on the website. Tomorrow, sort of by tomorrow evening, these new machines will be up. And those lovely paper mache heads as well. But the machine videos will probably be later in the week or the weekend or something. Yeah, there we are. I think that's about it. So well done. Hopefully I won't be quite so croaky by Friday. And my throat will be a little bit better. Marvellous. So if anybody's got any quick questions, type them now. Otherwise, I'm off. And catch you on the Friday. So just give it a second or two, because there's always a little bit of a time delay. I'll just type in here, next one Friday. Put more stuff going up for sale tomorrow. Next video Friday night. Hopefully without voice. Marvellous. There we are, shove that in there. Oh dear. Spelt going with 2 G's, look, never mind. What can you do? Right then. Okay, so I'm off. I'm off for a lem sip and a lie down. And night all, we'll catch you on Friday. Keep an eye on the website for new stuff. And catch you soon. Nighty night.